guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be filming a very bronzy sort of glam look. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I don't want to say it's a Jaclyn Hill palette tutorial because quite frankly I'm a bit late to hop on that bandwagon. Definitely something that would be good for going out clubbing or just of a night out or something, you know, if you're going on a date or something quite sultry. So yeah, I'm going to get straight into the tutorial. So to start off with, I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to be taking the Primark 3-in-1 pencil. This is in the shade Tobacco. And then I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown. I'm just going to use a combination of these to start filling in my eyebrows. I like to use the Primark one just to fill in my actual brow where I've already got eyebrow hairs, and then to use the ABH pomade to actually like draw on, because my eyebrow is quite short. I like to draw on the end of the eyebrow just because I feel like you get a lot more precision with the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, so it's easier to add like a longer tail to your eyebrow instead of using the pencil, which is just quite thick, but it's quite good for filling in the rest of your eyebrow. That's annoying. Also, I'm just using my Sigma winged liner brush. It's the EO6 brush. This one's really good for doing your eyebrows if you want to get individual hair strokes, well, like mimic the hair strokes, because it's so thin and you can really, you know, create quite a natural effect. Obviously this isn't very natural, but when you want to, you can. It's really good. Okay, so now to carve out my eyebrows, as obviously they're way too big, I'm going to take the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NW15. This is the lightest one I think that I've got. Usually I would use concealer, but I quite like using this when I'm not setting the eyelids because it is really dewy and you can really easily blend eyeshadows on top of it. So now I've carved my eyebrows out, I'm just going to take the same foundation on my concealer brush again and then just cover my entire eyelid with that. Drag it all the way down to the outer corner of your eye and then all the way in, because you don't want to have dark inner corners. Okay, so now I've done that, I'm not going to set the lids, I'm just going to go straight into the eyeshadow because it does make the eyeshadows pop a bit more when you haven't set them with powder. So I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette. I really have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm kind of just going to go with it. Okay, so for my transition shade, I'm going to take the shade MFEO. I literally think that's how you say it. I'm just going to take it on a fluffy blending brush and start working it into my crease. I'm going to do a sort of blown out winged eyeshadow look, so I'm just going to sort of drag it outwards as well instead of just doing it right around the shape of my eyelid. Okay, now on a smaller blending brush I'm going to take the shade Firework and I'm just going to sort of work that into the outer and inner corner of my eyes, but still blowing it out so it looks almost like a cat eye. I'm really just going to keep repeating this step with the same shade Firework just to really deepen and define my crease and that elongated sort of winged eyeshadow look effect. The next shade I'm going to take is the shade Roxanne, which is a really pinky purple burgundy sort of colour. It's really pretty, so I'm hoping this will look really nice in the crease. And I'm just going to put it in the same places just to really darken up that eye. The next two shades I'm going to take together are Jax and Chip. They're both really dark shades. I'm just going to take them on a tiny little brush like this and take a combination of them both and pop them on the inner and outer corners of my eyes. Okay, so my camera just decided to die when I tried to sort of start the next eye, so I filmed one eye off camera. I haven't put the lashes on, so obviously it doesn't look as good as it will, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys how I did this eye on this eye, because I wasn't just gonna sit around and wait for it to fix itself. I'm going to be moving straight onto the lid of this eye. I've got three pigments in my hand, so Phoenix, Peached and Starlight, and then I'm just going to be layering those on to create a sort of metallic-y, foil, sparkly look on my lid. The first colour I'm going to be putting on my lid is the shade Phoenix, and I'm just going to take that on a flat brush. This is just one from my Urban Decay palette, and I'm just going to be popping that all over my lid. You can't really see that it makes much difference in the camera, but it just sort of helps the other pigments blend into the rest of the shadows, because this is obviously quite a dark one and it's quite similar to the colours that we actually used on the lid. The next pigment I'm going to use is the one called Peached. I'm just going to put this on top of this, the Phoenix one, without MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm going to do a layer with MAC Fix Plus on the brush, just because it makes it look more foily and I quite like that sort of shimmery effect that it gives off. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same with the colour Starlight. This is more of a glitter than a pigment. It's literally just silvery white glitter. Okay, so now the lid is done, I'm going to take some Maybelline gel liner just on my hand on my Sigma winged liner brush and line the top lid of my eye and my waterline. I wanted to make the eye look more smoky, so I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of this eyeliner on the inner and outer corner of my eyes and then blend it out with the black shadow from the Jaclyn Hill palette with just a normal eyeshadow brush. For my under eye, I'm just going to use the same foundation I used to carve out my eyebrows underneath my eyes, not too close to the winged out effect, because otherwise it will make it too much of a harsh line. I just want to keep it quite soft and gentle, so I'm just going to pop it underneath so that I can apply eyeshadows underneath my eyelid. Okay, so what goes up on your eyelid must come back down, so I'm literally using exactly the same colours that I used on the top of my eyelid, repeating the steps underneath just to make it all blend seamlessly and create a very nice winged effect. Okay, so the next step I'm going to take is I'm just going to take a beauty blender that's got like a flat edge to it, as you can see, and some of my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just going to create a line, a winged line like this, straight from underneath my eye to my eyebrow. I'm going to do this on both eyes because I haven't on this one, and this will literally just neaten up the line a bit and prevent, well, not prevent, like get rid of any areas where there might have been a little bit wonkiness or fallout or anything. So it's literally just baking underneath your eyes. Okay, so I've left this on here for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm just going to brush it off with a clean brush. I probably should be using one a bit smaller than this because it's quite big, but it'll do the job. And I'm just going to brush it away. Okay, so I need to highlight the brow bone and inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to take the Dull Beauty highlighter in the shade Like a Diamond on the other end of my Urban Decay brush, and then I'm just going to highlight like I would normally highlight. For mascara, I'm taking my H&M Pure Definition Mascara, just as I'm literally using this under lashes, so it doesn't really matter how good the mascara is. It's just to make them my lashes more black and make them blend into the fake eyelashes. Okay, so I've just completely ruined my under eye. I've just poked myself in the eye with mascara. I can't believe I've just done that. I can't even see, my eyes are watering. I can't believe I've done that. Oh, pain. Okay, so I'm going to glue my eyelashes, well, apply the glue to my eyelashes, and then pop those on, and then when this is dry, I'm going to try and get it off with a cotton bud, because there's no point trying to get it off now because it'll probably smudge the rest of my makeup. Okay guys, so this is the finished look of the eyes. I am going to film my skin and my face off camera. I'm going to be doing an Instagram video of that, just because it's really similar to ones I've previously used. I'll leave the link in the description down below to those videos if you want to see how I do my foundation and everything. It's just going to be a glowy sort of look, but I'll come back at the end and show you what the finished look is so you can see how it looks all together. So this is the finished look. It's very glowy base with the very dramatic eye, like I said, would be perfect for clubbing or just going out, or if you're just sat at home and you want to practice your makeup. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please give it please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, and yes, I will see you in the next video. Bye.